Chief here, and today I have another thought. And I was thinking about spell casting and incantations and mantras, and the effect that they have on us and currently in the society, how I think, magic essentially is being used. And it's very just a low level magic, but it's actually very powerful. And I just relate things in those terms because I think that's what a lot of these people are doing. They are actually admitting openly that they're witches and warlocks. People are just not looking at them, just look at everything they're doing. Worshipping stones and, going by the stars and worshipping, pretty much everything that you're not supposed to. Worshipping idols. Not saying I wasn't or never guilty of that type of stuff, but I'm just saying, it's out in the open, and I think it's like almost indisputable. The symbols that are being used. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the incantations and the spells. And the spells aren't like turn you into a fucking frog or, fucking make one arm bigger than your leg and fucking put your, cut your balls into, or turn your balls into fucking, peanuts or some shit. It's more of getting a lot of people to chant the same thing as you to change the reality, which I think a spell essentially is trying to do. It's trying to conjure up something in yourself, just like a mantra or a maxim or something that you repeat to yourself over and over again. You try to take something, you say something to yourself to bring something from inward, from the inside of you, to change your reality. And I think that's how what we're doing oftentimes, especially when you can spread things so quickly through social media and online. And not even necessarily on that, like just a text message chain or on, any of these other group messaging apps. You can pass these incantations, which may be false information or disinformation, quickly to a lot of people. And the reason why I liken it to a spell, because that actually people try to actually make that that spell or that incantation reality, and they actually believe it as reality. And if anybody comes up with any facts to tell you that magic isn't true or magic isn't real, they can't break the spell because it was so powerful. And it's just representation. It's just repetition of propaganda. That's why you must that's why in politics or any field, you have to get name recognition. If somebody sees your name enough and they don't know shit about anybody else on the ballot, they're like, oh, let me vote for the motherfucker whose name I've seen all over the fucking place. I'm seeing his name on being skywritten and shit, or on a fucking on the billboards and on those little grass posts and on posters every fucking where, And that's what Obama was really good at. He did like some fucking real communist branding with that who's it? I forgot the name of the artist who does all that. I don't like that shit, but all that obey shit. And that's really what it was for, though, to obey authoritarians, to obey the neoliberals, to obey the socialist communists. That's what it really was. That was the institution of that. Just look at the imagery. It's just classic Soviet-looking imagery, and we just didn't look at it like that. That's why it's like spell casting too, because we're not even able to connect the threads from the past to the present and not see that we're actually just reliving things over and over again. People have been trying to institute the same program for centuries, and we're just under the thumb of it. In a almost pretty much a similar fashion, there's just more technology and shit to see the behavior of people in the world. But I think that we've always lived under some sort of empire that has always tried to put some force on the general population, on the multitude. So that's what we're living under now. And I think that's kind of what I'm trying to battle. It's like all these witches and warlocks who are trying to, and that's what they are. They know they are behind closed doors. That's what they are. That's what they call themselves. I don't give a fuck what they say. But you know, and we just have to resist these spells, you know, however we can, because they're absolutely trying to distort reality, just by getting a lot of people to agree with it. They're democratizing the truth. Like, as long as enough people agree with it, then it's great. It's like when I hear people like YouTube lingo or online lingo, like, you've been ratioed, man. Fucking 10,000 people disliked your video, dude. It's like, man, who gives a fuck? You know how many, most people are not intelligent enough to fucking wipe their own asses or even take a shower correctly or some shit, you know? Like, I mean, I don't know, but the simplest shit, most people aren't that great at. So you think that just because a whole bunch of people agree with you that you're right, that's what the communists think. You fucking assholes. That shit is the most idiotic standard for some things to be democratized as true. Maybe there is a general truth that we recognize, that all of us recognize as true, and that fact is it democratizes true. I'm not sure, but people are literally trying to vote the truth in. This many people agree, or this many people say something, so it's automatically true. That's not how the truth works, at least in my estimation. But what I know, you know, I'm talking about people are fucking wizards. Oh man, I'm laughing because, man, I don't know. I just know that I'm crazy, I guess. But anyway, that's my thought of the day. Chief again, and I would like to thank you for listening to my inane pontificating. Please like and subscribe to Bad Thoughts Publishing Company on YouTube. Thank you so much.